Hi, my name's Dave Borum, and welcome to Harrison College's Career Success webcast series. Today's topic is networking for introverts. As I work with people, one of the things that I hear over and over again is how do I move beyond the number of people that I know? How do I move into new relationships or territory in the job search? And that becomes difficult for all of us, but for those of us that are a little more shy or timid, or could be described as introverted, the challenge can seem overwhelming. So today I thought it'd be good and helpful for you if I gave you a few ideas and tips of how to move beyond your typical circles in some ways that are natural and comfortable for you if you're more shy in your job search. First idea is just simply don't try to be something you're not. Sometimes we think, oh, for me to be successful, I have to become extroverted and sociable and the life of the party. And really, that never works. It feels forced. It's difficult. Something's too difficult over time. You'll just quit doing it. And so a strategy that I think can be helpful is just lean into your natural interests and hobbies during this time. One of the sources of energy and helping you find people that will be natural for you to help or to be helped by will be in your natural interests. So probably a lot of you have hobbies or interests. And maybe you need to make more time for them and hang out with those people. Maybe a corollary of that is rather than hanging out with people that you don't like, hang out more, move beyond for coffee, just socialize, whatever that looks like for you, and be with people that you like to be with. And then let them know kind of what's going on with you and that you're in the job search and ask them if they can maybe open some doors for you. So first idea, don't try to be something you're not. Second idea is to utilize social media and join professional associations. One of the beauties of the whole social media phenomena is it's really helpful for those of us. A lot of those who are shyer, they really find it more comfortable to connect with people online. And so what I would say is begin to use Facebook, and it's similar tool, more of a professional Facebook if you want to think about LinkedIn more effectively. Obviously, you're connected with a lot of individuals, and that's great. They can become a source of kind of introducing you to new opportunities, to new companies or managers. But there's another dimension of Facebook and LinkedIn that maybe you're not as familiar with, and Facebook pages and Facebook groups. And these are professional groups that represent a company or an organization. I've just thrown one up here that I thought would be helpful as an example. This is called the National Alliance on Mental Illness. I really don't know that much about that, but I typed in criminal justice. We've got a lot of criminal justice majors and graduates, and this is one that came up. And I see that Marianne Halbert is the new program coordinator for the County Public Library. And so it's a way of seeing who else is out there in a certain industry, in a certain that maybe you don't know about. You can join the group often if you like it. You can comment. You can become an active participant. And again, for those of us who are a little more introverted, it can be a natural way for us to begin to connect with people beyond our normal comfort zones. Same with LinkedIn. It has similar groups that you use for your job search. The other idea is to join relevant professional associations. Now, this can take you a little bit more beyond your comfort zone because you might be attending meetings, you may be initiating in that sense, but it's targeted, it's focused. What I find with a lot of us who are more introverted, it's not that we don't like people, it's not that we're not comfortable and confident, it's that it expends energy if we get too diffused. We're all over the place. So the thought of just kind of randomly talking to people about our job search can really feel overwhelming, and it can drain us. Few about professional associations. I talk to your faculty. They probably are members of associations. If you're an accounting student, if you're a criminal justice major, they would have suggestions of what associations you should investigate and check out. Also, check out Harrison's LRC, our Learning Resource Center in the career area. Page that we have there 4 professional associations. And we've tried to pull together some of the big ones that you get in your job search. So they're conveniently there. Check them out as you get in there, even more detailed. You can search state by state, and they can become another wonderful source of you for your networking project. The last thing I want to throw out here for you is the idea of conducting informational interviews. A good friend of mine, her last 2 jobs as a result of intentional, strategic, informational interviews. These seem to be most effective when you target the companies or organizations you're most interested in. So I encourage people to come up with your top 20, your top 25 list, your top 50. What are those companies in your area that you would like to work for? Whether they're posting jobs, whether they're hiring now, if you could get a job there, you would really like that. Informational interviews also focus on people who are doing what you'd like to do. They've been through a transition. They've got on that career bus with that company or that career, and so they're good people to reach out for source of information. Also, people who are hiring or who know the hiring managers, they are great as well. Informational interviews they're not job interviews. It's not where you're going in there and asking for a job. You are asking for, like it says, information. You're asking for advice. Let me give you a few examples of the type of questions to ask. And this can be done by phone. It can be done face-to-face, any longer than 20 minutes. Be sensitive to a person's time. But questions like how long they've been in the industry and position, what's a typical day like, what do they like most about working in that job or for that company or in that department. Ask them about education or training or certifications that they think would be helpful. Ask them what the entry-level positions tend to be like in those jobs, and what are the key qualifications for those entry-level jobs. Also, always ask in any networking exchange, who else should I be talking to? See if they can suggest other people that you can talk with. So I love the informational interview strategy. I think, again, those of us who are a little more introverted, outside our comfort zone, but because it's focused, because it's targeted, it's not just kind of chit-chatting with strangers, it's really, there's a purpose, there's an intent to it. I find that a lot of us can be really successful at that, and it's a good part of the job strategy. And the final word I want to give is don't be timid to ask for help from your family and friends. I find that for all of us, sometimes it's hard just to let other people help us. And so we try to do it on our own. We do online job search, and we go through all of those kind of things. And sometimes the people who can help us most, the people that want to help us the most, don't really know that we're in the job search. And so it's important to always be enlisting those who are most supportive and would like to help us, to let them know and let them help us. So just a few ideas for you. I'm sure there are others that you can come up with on your own, but those of us who are more introverted, I think the key word is that we need to be focused, we need to be intentional, we need to conserve our energy, we need to be true to ourselves and not try to approach this in a way that's it's effective for someone else, but becomes something that just wears us out, and then we kind of give up and we run out of steam. So I hope these ideas are helpful. Check back for other webcast series as we do this over the spring season. And good luck to everybody.